there, everybody. It's the Geekwave, and we're down here at the City Creek Microsoft store. What's up, Lee?
Not much, Sam. Well, other than Destiny 2, of course.
Yep, it's the release date of Destiny 2. That dates the video, but you know what? It's awesome because they just had a massive party here at the store. 8 consoles all running Destiny 2, and I gotta say, I'm way impressed.
I am too. I spent the last couple of hours playing it, and well, there's a few things that are a little bit rash. Is that a good word?
Rushed.
Rough,
good
cut
word.
around the edges.
You know, you get a rash. There are a few things that aren't too great, but overall it feels really solid.
I know for one that I ended up playing Destiny from day one, and like I even got a little wristband that I end up wearing that I don't take off that has the Destiny symbol on it once upon a time. And you aren't?
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Touche.
But that being said, I ended up playing until, I think, the House of Wolves. I think that was the expansion. House of Iron.
That's a lot more than I've played.
Well,
I played the beta.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I played very slightly after House of Iron. I was out of the train, but you know, I still
think it's House of Wolves. Let's go with House of Wolves.
The House of Destiny, Hero, Iron Goblet.
The last expansion
Game
before
of Wolves.
Destiny 2.
I came in after the last expansion, and you know, I wasn't too into the game because I missed the train. You know, and I'd already left the station. I was standing there in the rain with my bags, but you know, it was good. It was from what I played, it was very enjoyable. Although
it sounds like you missed a couple of trains, not just the one train.
Yeah, counting all the hype trains that Destiny has had, they had the initial launch.
Yep.
They had new voice actor Nolan North instead of the Dinklebot.
Really?
But Peter Dinklage and his punk rock band that you should all check out on YouTube. It's hilarious.
And then they had the.
I'm looking that up tonight.
No, really. They called him the Dinklinator.
But then the other hype train was going through the raid and stuff to where it was like the Fall of Crota, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
And then they had the Taken King. And
Right.
then they ended up having the House of Wolves. So there was about, I think, 5 hype trains that you ended up
missed.
missing.
He cut the last one.
Hey, you know, at least I played it.
True.
He's not too punctual. Yeah, he got me maybe. He got me beat.
It still was really fun, and Destiny 2 looks equally fun. I mean,
More so. I only played the beta of Destiny, but Destiny 2 is actually really good most of the time. It feels smooth. The weapons are different, but balanced.
Don't forget, this is our first day impressions.
Ish.
So
yeah,
while
I played the campaign, I haven't played online.
right, so while we are giving our best impressions of the game, this definitely isn't an overview of the game as a whole, nor is it an official review.
And I
we'll
can
get
actually
to that later.
I can actually tell you from the about year and a half experience that I've had with the first Destiny, at least, that there actually is a story in Destiny 2. Like, oh my gosh.
As hard as it is to access,
Yes.
it is
In
very
fact-
inconvenient. And you know what? To be fair, that's a production issue. They were rushed. They had a slow deadline. Story's the last thing you add in most games. So you know what? They're like, hey, you got to ship out your game in a couple of months. It's like, wait, you said we had like 2 years. It's like, the market changes. Okay, so cards and a website.
And that's how you could get to the story in the first one and stuff. You had to read all these intricate things. And, like, the only, like, rich story that was even then accessible to
Dinklebot.
you,
I'm joking.
moving on, was more or less within raids. You had to complete some raid fights and stuff, and when you ended up finding some of the raid bosses, they had cards that you would gain access to, and when you read those, like, I'll use Vault of Glass, for example. One of the Titans that first went into the Vault of Glass, he has nothing.
I have nothing.
You ended up finding out that the shield that you use in the first one was actually created by the Titan who ended up going into the, like, Vex's time matrix and got lost for all
Right, Lord
eternity.
Marrowgar.
No
wasn't
idea
it?
what you're talking
I
about.
can't remember.
Yeah. Lord Marrowgar made it because Sylvanas Windrunner couldn't get all of the pieces of the.
Know what I said about nerd? Yes, you are.
I don't know what's
That
happening.
being said, it was
Lost.
like this Titan ended up going in there and stuff, and he ended up sacrificing himself to become a shield that you could use to then damage the boss.
Forged by Medivh.
Wait, somebody became a shield?
More or less.
They were turned into a shield.
Their essence
Oh, so
made the shield a thing.
just like Tyrion
Wow.
forging.
yeah,
Literally,
like Tyrion
I'll take a
forging.
bullet for
Like
you.
Tyrion forging.
By
yeah.
the way, I know all of you WoW nerds are cringy right now because I've been lying and name dropping. But on a side note, We're also going to be talking about some of the stuff Microsoft is doing. Speaking about nerd generalized gatherings.
Nerd culture.
Nerd culture.
Nerd events. Geek
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, I know. Shame.
Party.
So generally speaking, the Microsoft Store has 3 days of the week at present that they're going to be doing events on: Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Mondays, they're going to do Madden. And
Where they have like a Super Bowl thing, right?
Yeah.
They
They're
have
having
a really cool thing going
They're
on.
having a bracket-based tournament to where if you come down starting August 24th, and you can earn up enough points to get Super Bowl tickets. Now, the details are a little bit hazy because there's 2 tickets available, and there's some specificity. So check the Microsoft Store. We'll link it in the description. Long story short, Mando Mondays within our game, you can win a Super Bowl ticket, but you got to bring your A game.
Yeah, you got to come to the City Creek Center location, play your heart out every week. Based on if you win or how much you win.
It's how many
or
points
whatever
you rank up.
You earn
yeah.
points, and by the end of nearing the end of the season.
In a bracket system, the way it works is first, second, and third place get a certain degree of points, and then you accumulate points over every week. So if you come in third the first week, don't worry, just come in second and first the next week.
So if you have the most points at the end, you get to move on to the regionals, and then you have tournament bracket base to determine who goes to the nationals.
Single elimination.
Which will determine who gets real life Super Bowl tickets for playing Madden.
And not only are they Super Bowl tickets, but they're also VIP tickets, so you can meet some of the players. So that's a really cool event. No,
that's cool.
Seriously, right?
So a lot of cool things just for
I don't
playing
know.
video games.
I don't know,
Right.
Madden
Going
at
on
all,
to Friday.
Friday night
want
is
it.
a generalized MOBA night. So it's going to be a different MOBA every week, or maybe a couple of MOBAs in one night. This all depends on what they want to do. Again, check the store website for more details.
So maybe some like Heroes of the Storm, maybe some League of Legends, maybe some
Smite,
Dota,
some Smite, yeah,
some
Dota
Smite,
2,
okay.
you know, Defense of the Ancients, you know.
What started it all? What has the giant cash
technically,
pool?
Warcraft started it all, Lee.
That was a mod.
Yeah, but Warcraft still had the base code foundation.
All right.
Nerd. So it's going to be MOBA nights on Fridays. It's more of a mixer. It's not super competitive. Come down, have some fun, try out new games, meet friends, come as
Get
a
some
team.
swag.
Yeah, come as a team, come as a single player. It's going to be good. Now, if you want to get to competitive and you want to get
Saturday.
your try hard on, that's
yeah,
Saturday.
there you go.
League night. League tournaments, you can come get. There's a boost for IP and XP. You can get more stuff. There's all characters available. It's going to be bi-weekly, I believe, so every other week. You can come down, come as a solo player, or come as a team. You can build up here, or you can queue as a team and win or lose. But you still get XP and IP. You still meet people. You still get swag.
And you still get to bathe in the salt of your enemies.
Oh, drink it like a sweet nectar.
I'm gonna bring
Just
some
don't
extra
sustain
stuff.
yourself out of it. It's like seawater. You will die.
Yeah.
But it's fun stuff. So Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays down here at the Microsoft Store in City Creek. It's going to be really cool. We want to thank Microsoft for letting us come down here and shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Check out
They've
Destiny
been-
2.
And we're also, I believe, we've been giving out some Microsoft swag over the past. Givening, yes, the givening.
We are doing the givening.
And the givening had
swag.
some Microsoft swag bags, and hopefully we'll have some more swag to give out when this releases, I believe, on this Friday.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that
and
should
the
be right.
people who ended up winning those,
Congratulations. We're proud
right
of
there, yeah. So I
Proud.
believe there should be about 3,
you. If you can't get your father's love and approval, know you have ours.
and now you have swag to prove it.
Yep. Daddy never loved me, but Microsoft and the Geekwave does. Dad!
I think with that we can wrap up with those wise
swallow.
words of glorious wisdom.
Yep.
So with that, guys, this has been the Microsoft Store. Huge shout out to them. Huge shout out to Steve and Amy who work here that have helped us set this up. And hopefully we'll be able to do more of this kind of stuff later on in
the future,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
geek
looking
out,
forward
guys.
to it.
Yep. Have a good one. Ride the wave. Catchphrase.